Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way mm, on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you all are well and you are rested. Okay. Um, Before I begin, the divines told me, look, this is my dream. My dream has always been to work for myself some kind of way. Okay. I have a plethora of skill sets, but a lot in corporate and a lot in the blue collar industry, right? That is not where my heart is at all. My heart is delivering divinely guided messages, period. Okay. I am grateful for the YouTube. I am grateful for Google at this time. The divine has instructed me during this long cleanse, this long shower, this long prayer to start asking my subscribers. And I don't even want to say subscribers anymore. Uh, Anybody that has joined the Soul Tribe family to start checking out the description box. I had a GoDaddy website that listed every bracelet you see here, what they were made out of, the combination of the stones, and what their healing or areas of focus were for anxiety, worry, depression, all of that. Um, this one I made, this is a chakra bracelet, but I made it out of a certain type of stone. This is my amethyst bracelet I made. This one, I will not lie, I bought it off of Temu, money bracelet, Temu, moon bracelet, Temu. But all of those I handcrafted. My GoDaddy website, as you know, with gang stalkers, got nothing. So I switched over to a new website, and GoDaddy failed to tell me, oh, since you have this type of website, which is a text to HTML, I would have had to download all the files and then I could have uploaded all of them to this new website. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But you understand, anytime you are trying to build on your own, and you have a lot of gang stalkers on you, or a lot of people that just are out that want to see you fail because they're mad at you for standing up for what's right for all, because they are your oppressors, they are your people keeping you in reproach and repression. It was basically impossible to do. So I had to put together a website, and then the website I put together, I'm thinking, oh, great, I'll move everything over here. And then they're like, oh, well, you're only going to get to put 3 or 4 products. And I said, are you kidding me? So it's just all been, manipulation, deceitfulness, and lie after lie. So I will not be renewing anything with one.com. Okay. And I will not be going back to GoDaddy because yeah, I paid them all that money, and I think I sold 5 items. Yeah. So with that being the case, please start checking out the description box because I need to leave this state. Let me explain something to you. There are 235,000 indigenous people in the state of Colorado. Colorado has 8,600,000 people. This is the Ku Klux Klan capital. If didn't nobody know, go watch the Black Klansman. You'll find out. Okay. Um, I was hoping that the job I had, because they were looking at new territories being Dallas and maybe Austin. I was hoping that I could stay there and move back to Texas where I belong. When I walk in a restaurant, I'm not the only chocolate chip in the cookie. Okay. But it doesn't look to be that way. Okay. I don't trust anything or anyone out in the state of Colorado, and I'm going to tell you why. The police are involved with things. Okay. And I just told you this is the KKK capital. Not to mention Keely did tell me, yeah, we got all the K's here. Keely, Kate, Kyla, Kayla, KKK. And I'm like, hmm? And then my schedule gets changed from 1:30 to 10. And I did it out of pure intentions and clean and clear, concise, intentions. thinking if I just, work a later shift, I'll be out of the way. I won't have to deal with what I was dealing with. But then something said, no, look at it from a different perspective. That's a cold-blooded setup because I'm in an industrial area and a Black woman shutting it down out here. I guarantee you ain't nobody Black in that area. So the moment they see a Black woman coming out the building, they've been done called the police on me. And y'all saw just what happened to the lady sitting in her own house and the police just gunned her down. So I'm gonna start asking my Soul Tribe family, any donation, $1. I ain't lying, $1. Any type of donation to my Cash App, not on YouTube. To my Cash App would be greatly appreciated because I got to start making moves. Because after this reading, I'm going to grab my stuff. I'm going to go pack it up and I'm going to get on because I already know this week it would be a week of me or them. And see, I ain't trying to go to jail at all. And I ain't trying to be in those situations where I'm going to be in a state that's going to judge me and not them. So with that being the case, I just thought I'd put that out there before I give you this divinely guided message. Because after this message, the divine told me to use my time wisely, and my time wisely would be to devote it to my readings, to the channel, to the messages that I am supposed to be delivering. Not going in here dealing with what I've been dealing with. Would it have been different under different circumstances? But of course, but because I've been threatened on the job, called out my name and getting mean mug looks and shit, do you think I trust anybody? Absolutely not. Okay. So with that being the case, divine creator, as you know, I always ask, keep love, harmony, tranquility, and prosperity in all of our lives. Ashe. Okay. And protection. Okay, so please keep love, harmony, tranquility, peace, prosperity, and protection in all of our lives. Keep us well and rested. Okay. And let's start with these prayers. Divine Creator of all living things, protect myself, the Soul Tribe family, and the collective during this read, all reads, and all the time. Ashe. Provide both myself, the Soul Tribe family, and the collective with clear and concise messages. Ashe. And provide both myself, the Soul Tribe family, and the collective with clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Ashe. Any negativity that is thrown or projected at myself, the Soul Tribe family, or the collective, strike it down, cut it down, as we too strike it down, cut it down, and we clear, cancel, and release it back to you, divine, the universe, to do with as you see fit. Ashe. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Okay. So, and that was really the only thing that I heard the divine say is like, this is it. This is what you've wanted. This is what you've asked for. And I need to really be devoting my time to it. You know what I'm saying? I have over 270,000 views and 5,000 and growing. Oh my goodness, growing. Okay. Subscribers. Now my channel's been up for 3 years. And the gang stalkers finally just kind of, I guess, decided to back up off of hacking me. I did report that. I reported everything I could because I already knew something was going on. But I am also clear canceling and rebuking any witchcraft that was thrown at me, any type of spell binding that was thrown at me, and to my Soul Tribe family in the collective. Okay. It's time for me to do this 24/7, period. Okay. This is where my heart is. This is what I know I am meant to do. Okay. I do offer personal readings, but not really. I'll tell you why. That allows people in your energy field, and sometimes you can get a personal reading and a request from somebody that really ain't who they say they are. Divine told me to be careful with that. Be careful with that. Okay. So we're going to get a general message out here for what this week has to bring. Okay. For my Soul Tribe family, the collective. Any cross watchers, you're welcome. But if you are karmic, you're not welcome. Okay. So let's see what the messages are. Wow, that wanted to flip. Ooh, lovers. Okay. Oh, good guys. Okay, so let's dive into this. So there's a lover out here. You may be an inspiration to them. You may be some sort of motivation to them. There's some sort of choice in this unity. So this lover has a choice, or you're making a choice, or this lover is making a choice. But Soul Tribe family, let me tell you what I feel. Ooh, and then I turn it over. And look what's behind the deck. Wow. There's an emperor, boss-like energy. Um, the art of war, right? There's boss-like energy here. Someone who is divine. This energy believes in justice, so they stand for what you stand for. You stand for the rights of all. You stand for justice for all. I don't care about what you look like. Everybody deserves justice. If they have been done wrong, they deserve justice. Okay. The Hierophant represents traditional beliefs, but I feel like the energy coming from here is that this emperor who believes in what you believe in, they're very wise. They're full of wisdom. Okay. Something about them being in a kingdom. What? Is that a kingdom? Huh? Kindness. Excuse me. I'm like, why would that say kingdom? Something about them being someone who's kind. I feel like they are kind the way that you are. Okay. And I'll hold them back up for you. Then we have the Queen of Swords energy here and the King of Swords. Oh, yeah. Y'all two are a power couple and you stand on the truth. Hmm. I feel like this lover, your lover is a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You may be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may have those placements in your chart. I feel like this is a message coming directly from um, your soulmate who hasn't. And look, and then I go to slide the cards, and on this side at the bottom of the deck is Six of Pentacles. I feel like this Emperor energy out here may want to partner with you on something. It feels like a partnership. It feels like a relationship, but also a partnership in business on something. I feel like this is a power couple. And do you know when I was praying, I was like, Divine, I need guidance. And the Divine was like, say what you got to say. And a quick you know how you just think about, man, where's my divine masculine, right? Boom. I feel like, yeah, didn't I just say they want to partner with you on something? It's a business. They want to partner with you in business. They know, like I said, you have all the ideas. You have a lot of ideas, and your creativity is off the chain. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that you have to work around is all the red tape that these corrupt corporations and states, because really it's the states. The states have put up a lot of corruption around purchasing land. They want you to buy this dusty ass, dirty ass, cracked up street state land for ridiculous amounts of money, and I'm really appalled, you guys. I'm born and raised in Colorado. 1973 may be significant to you. Okay. I'm born and raised in this state at the old St. Joseph's Hospital, right off of 17th. Okay. It's no longer there. They done came in here with their gentrification. They done flipped this state upside down. And when I tell you there's construction everywhere, and if I go over to Discount Tire one more time with a fucking nail, a piece of metal, or anything in my goddamn tire, excuse my French, I do curse, I do speak the truth, and I do call out names without it too. I'm gonna sue the city. Because see, what y'all out here doing is causing people, it's already an overpriced state. Ain't no way in hell these little cracker box houses is worth $500,000. I'm gonna tell you right now what that's about. That is because these banks own the houses. Because when that 2009 um uh 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 financial crisis hit and they went bailing out everybody, that was the banks and the houses. Let me tell you something. When I tell you I have done just about everything to where I'd never have to work for nobody again, because working for people mean you are subject to their abuse, because they feel like, oh, they need us, they need our money, so we gonna dog walk them. And that's just what they do. Okay, that's just what they do. When they feel that you are in need of them and at the beckon of their call, you gonna go through some shit on a job with these bigots. And I ain't even gonna say that's just privy to Colorado. I think that is the United States in itself approach. And that's what I'm here to tell you. Okay. Um out here in this state, ain't no way in hell these houses is worth $500,000. And I'm gonna tell you why they're not worth $500,000. They're not worth $500,000 because I've been here my entire life. They're only worth $500,000 because by the year 20, I think it was 2026, possibly even 2030, but it was the article I read. They will have been bought up for cash by my Latino brothers and sisters. Okay. That's why they're charging like that. Hmm. This whole world, this whole country is about politics. How they view all of my Latino brothers and sisters is that they are all tied to some type of mafia or some type of cartel. And so they hike these houses up so that y'all could buy them for cash, and they're not worth that. And look, Spirit said, I'm the hermit right now, giving you the introspection that I have gone in and got from my Akashic records. Okay. So it's a crying shame because there's no way. If the houses out here is $1 million, then I think all the streets out here should be as smooth as a baby's bottom. And I mean as smooth as a baby's bottom. And there shan't not be any trash or debris anywhere. This is the dirtiest damn state. I was like, oh shit. I left for 3 years and I moved to Houston, Texas. Now, Houston, my daughter kept saying, "Why you didn't move to Dallas? Why you didn't move to Dallas?" Well, I didn't hit that. You know, I've heard. You remember back in the J.R. Ewing? What was that show me and my grandma used to watch? It was called the Dallas. I can't remember, but if you know what it is, drop it down in the description box. Yeah, look, I went out. I went out and that's in the reverse. So yeah, see, there's nothing positive here. This is what I'm saying to you guys, okay? This state is very corrupt and it has brought more corruption into it. That's what I'm trying to say. I know my divine masculine ain't here. And if he is, hunty, uh, I'd still be wanting to leave. That part, okay? So back to the reading. Yeah, I feel like there is an emperor energy, okay? I feel like they know more about you than you think they know, but they may have been confused over, being able to approach you. That's what I feel like. I feel like because you and them both stand in y'all's truth. There's King of Swords out here with the Queen of Swords, the King and the Queen of Swords together. Yeah. See, he's precision and articulate and truthful, very cautious, and he has a design and plan, right? He's very controlled but determined. Your energy being the Queen of Swords, you're very intelligent and you're quick-witted. There's complexity to you, but you're graceful and you're observant and you're perceptive. That's a strong power couple. That's a strong power couple. And I feel like this emperor energy, which is Aries. So we've got swords out here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The lovers is um Gemini energy. Okay. You've got the Emperor out here, Aries. So that may be in your placements. You've got Six of Pentacles, that's Taurus. Then you've got the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, which is also tied to the devil. These corporations. Okay. But I feel like if you get together with this, and it seems like that's all it's been about, though, with keeping you apart. I'm serious. I feel like every trial and tribulation you have been through was to keep you apart, keep you disconnected from your soulmate, because you and your soulmate have everything to do with changing the world, because everything has got to change. And these individuals are afraid of change. Corporation, Three of Pentacles, they're too busy trying to stay in Hierophant energy. They're too busy trying to stay in the traditional beliefs of the people that started this whole mess of shit. I mean, it used to be you walked up and put a stake in the land, and that was your land, right? At least that's what all the Western movies show, right? But then they kind of didn't have the right to claim that land either, because it really belonged to the native Indian of America. And don't think that Christopher Columbus found America. He did not. Vikings were coming to America way before Christopher Columbus. America was discovered many, many years ago because they did trades with the Indians, but they didn't try to come over and take their land. The Greeks, everybody. I feel like spirit with this Page of Cups is just like, the Page of Cups is all about, sweetness. Something about you being a total sweetheart. You have a lot of gentleness to you. You've reflected. You have done the self exploration or exploring yourself. Um, you have, done everything that you can do. I'm telling you, I've done everything, y'all. I've done everything that I could possibly do. And I feel like something pertaining to the justice and you shining the light on things, right? Sweetness and goodness here. Um, you reflecting, you doing the self exploration within, like you really exploring you exploring you up and down. You know, if you had Bill Gates money, if you had Elon Musk money, if you had what is that man, Jeff Bezos money, this would be a different place. You would have to cut through all the red tape of every state, but you were making a step. You would start a footprint in every state that would not just bring back hope and vitality to so many people, but it would balance out the scales, because right now the justice scales are like this. Like there is such an imbalance within this nation. You got two presidents up here. One look like it's about to die on the stage, and at any time, I'm like, damn, I don't even know if that's real. Like, you no, mm-mm. Spirit is telling me it's time to walk away. It's time to walk away from this Hierophant energy, because the Hierophant energy is really caught up in a lot of different beliefs, and these beliefs are not what these different beliefs and everything, they've gone out of control. They've grown out of control. They really have. Nothing is secure, nothing is set in stone anymore. Not a job, not none of that. Not none of that. The only thing is set in stone is the divine and what the divine wants. And the divine has told me, you are to deliver messages. You are to bring back hope and vitality for people. And you can't do that on a 9 to 5 where you being threatened and then they want to put you in the fucking 1 third. And like I said, it was a choice I made, but they presented the choice. And when I made the choice, I did it with clear intentions on, okay, I'm gonna go work this, and then for at least, because all the riffraff walks out the building around 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30. Well, I get off at 4:30 and ain't nothing riffraff, but from 3:34, all the riffraff is pretty much out the building. For the section I work in. I'm not speaking about the entire building because, like I say, I have to be honest. I have to be honest. I cannot say everybody in that building has done anything to me, but I can say I've caught some looks from just about a few of them. And there's some that have not, but I do not trust it. I do not trust it. And I'm no fool. I'm no fool. Okay. Actually right here, right now, Spirit is saying it is time for many of us to walk away from the riffraff. Believe it or not, I fight total sanctuary and live in where there's just land, open land, few trees, plant you a garden. My dream, I ain't lying. My dream was to have a 1,000 square foot tiny home. 1,000 square feet. And I had come up with a master plan, yes, because I am always thinking and I'm very creative. Yeah. And see, exactly. Look what Spirit said. When you walk away from this type of energy, you're no longer living with all that anxiety. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I have decided to do. I've decided to make that decision. And a lot of you may be in that energy because I'm going to tell you something. The divine doesn't use a prophet, a healer, a seer, a sayer, a shaman. The divine doesn't heal, doesn't use anyone like that unless they are able to connect to the energies of what is going on in the masses' lives, in the soul tribe families' lives, in the collective's lives. These are things that we all share in because you must understand, and I keep trying to express this over and over again. We are all one. We are all connected. There may be something you are going through in your life right now. I may have already gone through it. You understand? See, I am a teacher. And in order to be a teacher, you will have had to live through the lessons. The divine just doesn't pick just anybody to deliver the divinely guided messages. Okay. Some of you may be wanting to walk away from this oppression and this reproach and this repression that you've been going through because you see what it does to you. Not only does it take away from you and your time with the divine, with connecting with Mother Nature, with connecting with what you value most, but it brings chaos and mayhem and disruption. But you don't fall because of that, because your faith is held in the divine creator of all living things, the angels and spirit guides of the highest light, your ancestors, because they do exist. This. There's nothing about a belief in it. Do you think, yeah, man can take the flesh, they have never been able to take the soul. And Spirit is saying that's the truth on the split. But right now, what man has done has turned every household and every family upside down for their own benefit. All of this COVID shit happened when two presidents couldn't get the damn along, and that was Trump and the mother hub over there in Korea. When them two couldn't see eye to eye, then Trump want to start all the bullshit riffing China and everything else. And I'm like, Trump, do you not see everything in this motherfucker say built in China? Why would you do that? You're talking about, oh, we're getting our money back and we're coming. And they owe us. Well, not exactly. If you really want to know the truth, the USA is indebted to every fucking country just about, but specifically China. Seriously, specifically China. Uh-huh. Don't get it twisted. I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you don't know, the United States government is in debt to China. You know what I'm saying? But they will try to collect debt from their own citizens or people that reside in the United States. And I'd be looking like, you want to collect debt from me, but you owe other countries. If you don't get the fuck off my phone, excuse my French, I do curse. I do speak the truth, and I do call out names of God it too. But we live in a sick society. We live in a society where all humanitarian acts have been pretty much thrown out the door. It's nothing but greed here now. Once upon a time, happy homes. Now look at them. 10 of cups in the reverse. Dissipation. Waste, arguments. Too much corruption. A spirit is saying, and that's the truth. Every household is going through something, and I don't care what nobody says. I'm not saying it's to the depths of, where, but yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak. There's been a lot of loss. Things that have been offered aren't really what, it's not like, you want to accept them. I'm getting this energy here. You don't want to accept nothing from these people. And because the things that they offer you are petty. The things that they're giving you are really not what it should be. Like somebody wrote me, one of the Soul Tribe family members wrote me and said they were offered quite a bit in euro. And I wrote them back and I was like, quit playing. Accept that. But now that I'm doing this reading, I understand where they're coming from. Sometimes people cause so much burden that it ain't worth accepting. Can seriously, it's not worth accepting. This is what I'm hearing. But I feel like the divine is asking you here, Soul Tribe family, both masculine and feminine energy, by the way. I feel like the divine is telling you guys are near, you're closer than you think. And both of you bring so much to the table with this emperor out here. That's boss energy. I feel like you're two bosses together, where there's going to be fair exchange, no robbery. And that's in that giving and receiving. And I feel like you will start something, some sort of business, some sort of collaboration together that will bring justice for so many. I have a feeling like, okay, so I got a nonprofit, right? And I set it up to really help individuals who have been in the penal system and get themselves back together. But I ain't even gonna front. I worked with them for like 2 years, y'all, as a supervisor for them. When I first started out, I wasn't a supervisor, but I worked my way into that position. Shit. If you want to learn where a lot of a lot of things that I learned, well, not I've been in corporate for a long time. And then I've done some blue collar work. And this is where I met individuals that were released from the penal system. My goodness, good Lord, have mercy. When I tell you these people got more game than a little bit, and when they know how to try you every which way to see how you are going to respond or react, and then finally when you let them know, fuck it, I'm with that shit too, then you earn respect, baby. Let me tell you, okay? Once I had done that, because my whole life, and why did I want to do that? Because half of most of everybody I knew had some sort of a record or something. They had been in trouble, and the first person they come to when they got out was me, because they know I'm good with that computer. I know how to log into stuff and go on and set you up accounts so that you can get your emails and you can get your Colorado Peak food stamp stuff set up. Because back in the day when they got out and released with $100 check, and that was it. And they had to figure out how to get their food stamps and get their bus tokens and get set up for Medicaid and all that. And I was the come-to person for that. Okay, everybody. It was like, shoot, she could write you up a resume. She could get you, and then look, everybody, and it cracked me up. Indeed, well, your resume could be better, bitch. Please, my resume would be 340 pages long. So I'm not about to sit up here and play with you. I'm gonna put down skill sets. You either gonna believe it or not. This is like Ripley's Believe It or Not. Because if I did a resume, okay, for every job I've touched at my age, it would be a whole damn novel. I done been a network engineer. I done been in the technology industry since 1998. I've been around since Microsoft came out with Microsoft 2007. We went on spring break, came back, and everything we learned had been flipped. That's why I was like, holy shit, I am in an industry where, yeah, you're forever learning. So when I come on here, I'm not just somebody talking. Spirit is talking through me for you, because I have lived it. I ain't lying. I've lived it. I've worked in oil refineries. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I done worked in traffic control industry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I done been just about in every damn corporate office there is. But I feel like because of all the experience, and this is not just a message that I'm giving to somebody who's like, well, when you're just basing everything on your life, look, okay, so you was a stay-at-home mama. I had to let her know, you must not have seen the value in that. You got a chance to be at home with your children and raise them and bring them up as you saw fit. Hopefully you did it right. Hopefully you didn't have no bigotry conversations around your kitchen tables. Message. Okay. So yeah, I don't care if you were a stay-at-home mom, you still brought value. You still brought value. And that husband better realize that, because right now daycare, oh my God, you wouldn't be able to afford it. We couldn't afford it back in my day either, but you wouldn't have been able, you damn sure can't afford it now. So if you're a stay-at-home mom and you feel like you're not contributing to society in some kind of way, I think you are. And I think it's the way you raise your children. Message for that woman. See, do not devalue yourself. I feel like Spirit wants me to let you guys know too. Look, it doesn't matter where you're at in life. Stop devaluing yourself. I'm serious. It's like, these people are so greedy that they just take, 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 take. And it's like you're on this little hamster wheel, right? And you're trying to, like, keep up with this, keep up with that, keep up with this. And they're keeping you so occupied and going to their grind while they sipping on coconut drinks and goddamn with Cabana Boys and shit in Costa Rica, which, man, I wish I could be there with my soulmate. Okay. that you're not, they don't give you enough time to stop and see. Yeah, they don't give you enough time to stop and see. Look, that two of cups, the balance that you and your soulmate can bring, that when the right combination of people come together, when the right people get together, they bring in balance, they bring in the attractiveness and the partnership for one another. And that's what I feel this energy is that's crossing this King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, is a partnership. New projects with the Ace of Wands, like you bring in, look, I'm not playing, Spirit's talking. You bring in new ideas, new projects, you bring in new ways to help humanity. I feel like that is the energy that is crossing that giving and taking. And then you're strong. Soul Tribe family, believe you mean you strong. You look, you've been standing up against this type of shit. And especially if you're an indigenous person. Anyone of color, and I don't care what color, anyone of color, any color, pigmentation in your skin, you've been standing up against some shit. And I must speak the truth. You've been lied to, stolen from, maybe falsely accused of something, thrown in jail illegally, and they do this to you because that's what they've always done. You have people that have died in jail and they never even committed the damn crime. But because there was so much bigotry and there was so much hate in these people's hearts and a sickness, that's a sickness in the mind. Man, I ain't lying. I watched Django and I'll never forget what Leonardo DiCaprio said at that kitchen table. He said, "Do you know that basically what he said, even though you do Negroes wrong, it's something about them that they just have this caring, loving heart. And they just won't, you know what I'm saying, fight back." It was something along those lines. It was like, basically, I'm telling you, I'm breaking it down like that. He was like, you could still dog their ass out, but they still got a caring and loving and generosity. See, that's what they take. They looked at that as a weakness, but it was really a strength. And it was a strength that kept you persevering and kept you moving through all the adversity and the trials and the tribulation and the mayhem. Because when you are constantly being targeted just off of the way you look, you're being stepped over for promotions because the way you look, because the color of your skin, because the color of your texture of your hair, the color, the texture of your hair. When you're constantly being stepped over because, oh, you're not the face of the company. Boy, if I tell another mother, if somebody else mentions the face of the company to me, the face of the company, the face of the company. First of all, the face of your company, I probably wouldn't want to be the face of the company, especially when I see how you operate from an internal perspective. Like I'm sitting in the shit looking at it, and I'm like, mm. These companies say, "Oh, we want." See, they don't understand, Soul Tribe family. Your strength is what got you through these hurdles. Your strength going inward. You had to find your strength. You had to find your strength. And your strength brought out, yes, your gentleness, your kindness, you're reflected, you self-reflected. You're a sweetheart, but you're still strong. But nevertheless, yes, your strength is what brought you to this wheel of fortune. You have a gift. I have a gift. No matter where your gift is at, you may be the number one on your job, and that's your gift. But then you may have other gifts. You can be an artist. You could do tarot. You could do oracle. You can be a writer. a professional inspirational speaker. You know, there's all kind of things out here, but I feel like what the divine is telling me at this time, and this is no joke, my calling and my purpose is to guide you the right way because you've been guided wrong. And I feel like there is somebody here that is waiting for you to stop being on the grind for people that don't appreciate you. Because there's somebody here that you're going to partner with, and y'all are going to bring justice. And that justice that you bring in had everything to do with you going inward, and you going inward, you were able to step into your blessings. You're going to be able to bring in change because you've done it. You've done it so many times before. There's so much corruption that's going on in this world right now that if we continue on this path, you're damn right, we're going to have a World War III right over here. See, this is the land that the United States ain't never had no nuke dropped on their ass. Okay? They ain't never had no nuke dropped on their ass. But the way that this country has been running things, and the way that they look down their nose at everyone else, it's like, you guys are crazy. I feel like, the movie industry really blew up, and Spirit's saying to me it blew up because, a lot of people they didn't know how to read. So they came up with plays and these black and white movies, and then it just, bubbled from there. And I feel like there's a lot of people that, why I like movies? I feel like they have a subliminal message that they give to us. Hmm. You know how they used to say they're putting up all the commercials and all the Tide commercials, now everybody want to run out and buy Tide? They know subliminal messaging through mind control. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there, you would never use Tide, but then because they done came out with this little new thing, now you want to try it. I don't use Tide. I use Percel. Because all these years I was using Tide and Gain and everything. One day I messed around and bought Percel and was like, well, what? And I did my laundry with it, and I was shocked to shit. I said, well, damn, where this come from? But you don't see Percel advertising. Not the way you do Tide, Gain, and everybody else. Message for someone, okay? Take what resonates. When I talk, there's messages, yeah. Because right now, our countries are being governed by empresses in the reverse. These empresses are sitting in these courthouses, these jailhouses, these departments of labors. They're supposed to be the whole hearing officer, Kim Her, and they're a total empress in reverse. They take bribes because they're after riches, and the riches that they're after, they're not after riches coming from doing right by someone. You took a fucking oath, bitch, and you still fucked me. And you're a whole hearing officer for the Colorado Department of Labor, and you fucked me in 2014. You redacted everything that man said to me on that CD. But these are the kind of people that they have in position. Lazy. They don't want to work and do the right thing. They want to sit up here and they want to lie and take a cut. She probably got a $10,000 little cut, a little check. Bitch ain't got a dime of that now. But she probably had a lot to do with setting up the team that makes sure if my social security number pops up on one of these employers that they go in and do defamation of character on my name. I guarantee it. But do you know what I found so funny? Let me explain something to you about the divine. The divine, let me tell you, and if you don't know this, you will know this. These were the people, and I know they had that's the inner link. These people that gang stalk you, they link up with your state's Department of Labor, because that's the first place that's going to find out where you work, because they report back to the Department of Labor. Okay. So that's the first place that's going to find out where you work. Make no mistake about it. But then every last one of these companies and organizations has one of these little horrible people, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 to 20 to 30, depending on the size of the organization, sitting there just waiting for you to pop up. Look, let me tell you how I knew it, but I didn't know what she sent me. I applied for a job. I had an interview. The lady was talking to me, and I could hear something in her voice. So she said, you know what? I'm going to email you something. This lady had sent me this email, y'all. And when she sent this email, it has so many employers on it. And she said, these are all the employers that you applied to. And I said, damn, did I? Because when you're looking for a job on Indeed, it's just a click, a click, a click, a click. And then it was something about her voice that let me know something was wrong in this list. She sent me the list that I'm blacklisted on. She sent me the list that I was blacklisted on. And then I'll take that back. The Spirit said, correct that. It wasn't even an email she sent me. She texted me a link. She sent me a text message. I opened up this link. And when I opened up the link, it was attached to a list of jobs. And I remember texting her back, and she was like, that's every job you've ever applied for. And I thought, damn. She said, maybe my husband can help you. I ain't never heard from that lady again. I couldn't even recall her name. And I'm telling you, I probably didn't switch 3, 4 phones, because you know, you go get a new phone. Hell, I came back here. I couldn't even get a signal in this raggedy ass state. I didn't have no issues with my cell phone tower when I was in Texas, but man, came back to Colorado, they'll throw you on a broken ass cell phone tower quick. So if you're having, maybe this is a message and a confirmation on the time. If you're having, and thank you for the donation. I just saw somebody donated 1111. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. Let me see. I could give that shout out. Yes, thank you, Mr. Martin, for the donation. I appreciate you. But let me explain something to you. This woman did what nobody else would do. This woman had enlightened me. She sent me the list I was blacklisted on, and I went, damn, I applied for all those jobs? I had no idea. It was over 300 employers. Okay, so message for someone who is having an issue with finding employment. They asked me, how do I find this blacklist? How do I find? They're not going to tell you you're blacklisted, because it's really against the law, because it would be against the whistleblower law. Y'all all know what a whistleblower it is. A whistleblower will call out the bull crap. A whistleblower is a whole earth angel walking around out here. If you're an earth angel, you damn right. You're a whistleblower, because you are about tranquility. These businesses want to keep running like this Kim Her here. Herr Kim Her. They want to keep running like a Kim Her here. A person that took an oath. And the oath she took, it probably wasn't really to do anything but to make sure that they kept a foot on your neck and a knee in your back. But your energy is not of that. And I feel like this is you and your soulmate's energy, and you and both your soulmate are trying to get away from this type of corruption. And I feel like the divine has helped you to understand and be very patient in your journey. That's why the Nine of Swords is in the reverse. You've been very patient in your journey. And I feel like the divine has brought in a way for you to help yourself. The divine has showed me, if I devote my time and my energy, and I am allowed to do what I do to connect to source, yes, take your nature walks, definitely burn your sage constantly, okay? Keep your environment clean where you're at, your home. Baby, I'm telling you, I'm a neat freak, like probably beyond a neat freak. I'm a clean freak. I ain't gonna lie about it. Like, I have real big issues with dirtiness. I don't like it, straight up. Sometimes I get irritated when I go outside traveling and driving somewhere, because it's like, ain't no way in hell this state look like this. It looks dingy. Like, man, you talking about air quality issues already. We're 5,280 square feet above sea level, so the air is already thin. We can't afford no air quality issues, and that's it. It's talking about, you talking about gloomy pollution, like a lot of toxicity moved to this state. And when the toxicity moved here, it brought the toxic people with them. You're a whole earth angel out here, so you damn right. You stand for justice for all. And I feel like you and your soulmate are on the same page, and you're that close. You're that close, but you don't like it here. That moon energy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you don't like it here. There's a lot of illusions here. Crime rate in this state has shot the hell up. And you think and see, this is how I know I be, moving with pure intentions, because I don't think of any of the negative things until I get hit with it by source. I ain't lying, y'all. I was like, ooh wee, I will get that. I was like, ooh wee. I'm gonna get to work 1:30 to 10. I'll close down the building. I'll be, chilling, doing my job. Won't have no distractions. Won't have no people around me to, start no shit. And I can stack my money and get the hell up out of here. Hopefully stay with the job. Move, if they're looking at going to Dallas, go to Dallas. Shit, I ain't got to be no damn nothing out there. I do customer service out there too, as long as my pay rate don't change. You feel me? Like, I'm thinking of things like this, and Spirit was like, "No, that Ten of Pentacles is an illusion." I feel they do this. They do this a lot. You think you're getting a new beginning, you think you're getting a fresh start, and it's all an illusion. I feel like the divine is saying you are the start. You are the end, the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega. Like, stop trying to work for folks that don't give a damn because they in Costa Rica sucking on coconut drinks with a cabana boy or a cabana girl, while you here going through the damn real shit. They could care less. They could care less. Their pockets are already runneth over, and they work for themselves, or they own their business and you work for them, so you're just making them more money, and they're just living their la viva loca life, and you here going through the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords, and still trying to, not still trying, you are still maintaining your professionalism, you're still maintaining your optimistic outlook, you're still maintaining that there's a better future for you. And a lot of you are planning your futures into these companies that ain't gonna do a damn thing for you. You know why I didn't take that IRS job? Shit. Because Marcy, yep, Aubrey's mama Marcy worked for the IRS. Listen to what they did to her, y'all. This woman worked for the IRS. Something happened within her earlier years of her career, where the IRS, they did some kind of thing. They laid off a lot of people and they gave them a severance package. They gave Marcy like $30,000. told her she could not come back to work for the IRS for 5 years. She said, okay. When that 5th year was up, she gets back on with the IRS. She starts 1 week before this other woman. I don't even need to tell you what the nationalities are because you're going to figure it out. So Marcy devotes a lot of years to the IRS. So did. She devoted a lot of years to the IRS. And here they come with this layoff thing again, right? So let me tell you what they did. Marcy was hired 1 week earlier than this other woman. They came to Marcy. They tell Marcy, okay, we're laying off, people in this department, blase, blase, blase. Marcy was like, okay. They were like, all right. So, Marcy's preparing to be laid off. They never said there was seniority involved, though. That's the part they left out. And it's not funny. It's not funny. But they never told her it was based on like a seniority thing. So they come to Marcy and tell her she's getting laid off. But they go to the other woman and tell her she's getting laid off, but she can pull seniority. Marcy prepares for her layoff, takes her layoff, not knowing that she could have actually pulled seniority. And that 1 week she had been there earlier than that other woman, that would have meant Marcy kept her job. That other woman didn't keep her job, wouldn't have kept her job. But Marcy did not know that because she wasn't privy to that information. And I feel like Spirit is telling me I'm privy to a lot of information and I need to devote my time to doing just that, providing information. So Marcy takes her layoff only to find out it was based on seniority and she could have really kept her job. But then this is where they really fucked her. She took her layoff. I think they gave her a little severance package too. And she was close to retiring, maybe shy by about 7, 8 years, maybe 5. She was close to retiring. So she was like, forget it. I'll just take my layoff, little severance package. But do you know what they did to her retirement? She retired with 100, what did Arbonne say? $174 a month was her retirement payment. And when they questioned that, and I mean, you dealing with somebody that's damn near them two together, are like two of the mad scientists, Pinky and the Brain, and the goddamn lawyers, and some more shit. Because both of those women are extremely intelligent, especially that Taylor girl with her SPHR and HR. And Taylor girl pretty smart. I give her that. She may have crossed me a lot of times, but I give that Taylor girl her props when it comes to that little brain she got. Okay. Do you know they came back and said, well, earlier in Marcy's career, she took a severance pay of $30,000 and then they gave her this little severance pay. So that pretty much ate up her fucking retirement to where it's $174 a month. Now, let me tell you where God comes in at. Because, see, God doesn't like ugly. Okay. See, sometimes people get boastful. See, this is why I feel this message needs to be, because I feel that the message here, the divine wants you to understand that this is your future. But do not get boastful. Do not get big-headed. Do not turn into some greedy something. Do not turn into none of this karmic shit. Do not create false starts for people. These are false starts. This is betrayal. This is backstabbing. You were able to see through an illusion here. You were able to see that this 10 of Pentacles was really illusion. It was an illusion. Over here, you're dealing with, let me just move it all over. Over here, Spirit is saying this is the truth. You're dealing with people who love to tear down your family. They've been doing it for centuries. They've been breaking hearts, breaking spirits for centuries. You no longer are accepting this. I know a lot of people says this card is boredom. No, this isn't boredom. This is a card. When I see the Four of Pentacles and how they sit in here, they like, I'm tired of accepting bullshit. That's how I read this card, okay? From a bunch of empresses in reverse. Greedy queens, greedy materialistic women. I'm just going to lay it out there, Kim Her. Okay? This is what they do. These two and the devil card are the worst cards in the deck for me. Trickery, manipulation, betrayal, sabotage, um, and tactics for taking you out the game. Shit. These are these Empress in reverse energies. Putting up illusions when it comes to your Ten of Pentacle, false job offers, or you get on the job and they tell you this is what you're going to be doing, and you find out that ain't what you're going to be doing, and then it's something else. People that are really trying to make you blind to you really being the Ten of Pentacle, because this is what this energy is giving me. This is like Pisces. My moon is the Pisces, so hell, I see through all illusions. But I always go in with pure, clear, clean intentions. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to save my money. And then I'm going to stay on with the company. And as soon as they start something in Dallas, I'm out of this bitch. I go in with clear intentions. But it's always an illusion because I'm being gaslighted by these damn Empress energies in the reverse. Take it how it resonates. This may not be your story, but I think it is for most of the Soul Tribe family. Okay. I feel like there is a lover that is just waiting on you to really stop thinking you have to just slave and go to work and deal with bull crap like I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. And some of you have been dealing with this for years. I'm feeling the energy like some people have just been dealing with things for years because you stand for what's right for all. You stand for justice. These people don't stand for justice. Those traditional beliefs don't stand for justice. Many of you may have walked away from those traditional beliefs and those traditional practices and those traditional oppressions, repressions, reproach. And in doing so, you were able to recover somewhat. You were able to, recover from a lot of the anxiety and the worry. Why do you think so many people are trying to go off grid? They don't want to even deal with society anymore because we can't call it society. You can't call it society, but I feel like you are just at the brink, and it's just spirit is telling me I feel like you are not going to meet this soulmate, this lover, until you realize you don't need this hierophant energy. You don't need these false starts. You don't need to be around these fake people. You are the guiding light within the darkness. And I feel like this lover wants you to know once you let go of all of the toxicity, and the moon with the 10 of Pentacles tells me that you, and especially if you got Pisces, and Pisces is your moon sign, you have everything that you need within you to get to the 10 of Pentacles on your own without having to deal with what you've been dealing with, because a lot of that is doing nothing for your mental health, your emotional health. When you're sitting up here dealing with people like this, people that take oaths, you looking at a judge, and this judge is supposed to be the one that is, fuck the fuck. I can't put my trust in no earthwalker. I ain't lying. And especially one that's in the judicial system. When COVID happened, you see all these doctors running to Patreon and starting their own channels and sitting up here telling about what they know, and they no longer practicing medicine. And there's this one doctor, he just keep popping up on my feed, and I don't like his ass because I don't promote Black Friday. I don't promote Black Friday because there's a lot behind that too. A lot of people don't even know. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's a great day. Yeah, it's a sale day. We all get sales." No, do your history, do the lookup on Black Friday. It has everything to do with selling slaves for a set slaves, black slaves went on sale on Friday. Fuck. Okay. If you don't know, I'm telling you. Okay. So I don't support Black Friday. And then I did one time before I knew what I knew. And it was funny because I was like, Divine, how come every time a Black Friday comes around, I'm at work and I never could participate? Because the Divine wanted me to know that ain't what you need to be participating in. And then one time before I even knew what I knew now, see, growth, knowledge, before I even knew what I knew now, right? I went to a Black Friday sale, y'all. I ain't lying. I got knocked in the head, knocked down on top of the TV. The very last TV that I was there to get, I'm laying flat on my stomach on top of this TV box on a whole fucking wood crate. I said, well, what the fuck did happen? Oh, shit, y'all, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was in Walmart laying. I remember the lady, it was an older lady and an older man. They were Hispanic. Okay. She called in her little three, I guess, grandsons or whatever. And I seen the little dude, right? The little dude just like walked up and cut open the plastic like fuck sitting here waiting. And when he cut that plastic open, y'all, I ain't never seen. I said, holy shit. I just felt a boop like a bop in the back because we were all sitting there just talking and peaceful. Listen, y'all. We were all talking peaceful and everything. Even this other cat that was standing over there, you know. And I mean, shoot, I was taller than him. So I was like, damn, this is a little guy, you know what I'm saying? And we're all just sitting here talking, right? We're talking, we're being peaceful today. That little boy walked up and cut that plastic open, and I bullshit you not. The folks that were standing there, we having a peaceful conversation. It was like some shit I ain't never seen before because I never been to a Black Friday. But my daughter, my oldest daughter, hasn't missed one since she was able to go. All I know, y'all, I felt like something dink in the back of my head. Now, wait, I hear this dink. I mean, it's like dink in the back of my head. All I know is I go down. Well, shit, you not. But wait for it. I go down on the last TV. They had a whole crate of TVs and they were stacked up. That shit was gone in like 2 seconds flat. I went, what the fuck? And whoever dinked me in my head, they was like, yeah, knock her ass down and let her get the last one because she don't know what she doing in here. I ain't lying. I heard the men I were talking to, there was because there was groups of people standing around. I heard the men say, did she get one? Yeah, she got one. I'm looking around like, am I on the fucking ground? I bullshit you. I bullshit you not. I am like, am I on the fucking ground in Walmart? No, I wasn't on the ground. I was on the fucking wood crate with the last TV under me and my ass sprawled out, and I like I sprawled out, I'm on the ground. Literally. And I'm here in the mirror. She get the yeah, she got one. You all right? I'm looking like, motherfucker, do I look all right? I'm on the ground. What happened? They probably was like, hit her and make her ass fall down so she could get that last TV. Because they snatched them shits up so quick. There was people snatching shit from each other. I get up off the ground with my TV. I look around. I said, holy shit, where did everybody go? Wait for it. I'm going up to pay for my TV, and as I'm walking up, I'm on the phone dialing because I'm getting ready to call my oldest daughter and cuss her ass. I called Deja. I said, Deja. She like, yeah, mom, what's up? I said, how dare you? She was like, what? I said, you had me come to Black Friday talk about I could get this TV for, and it was a good sale. It was like $149 for a nice size TV, honestly. And I'm thinking, I need this TV, you know what I'm saying? She was like, what happened? I said, I got hit in the head, knocked down on the ground. She was like, what? We on our way. I said, even if you was on the way, the culprits are gone. What the fuck? So maybe this is a message for somebody. If you ain't been to a Black Friday, don't worry about going. I'm just gonna tell you it ain't worth it. It ain't. Then the little guy that I was talking to, he walks up. He was like, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" I'm thinking, "See what?" I was on the ground, knocked the fuck down. I'm like, "Did I just get hit in the head? Am I? Am I?" He was like, "Look what they somebody socked the hell out of him. He about to have a black." I said, "Damn." Walmart should be sued by everybody that has ever been harmed at a Black Friday. I ain't lying. I'm gonna just say that. Mm-hmm. Back to the reading. Okay. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Huh. This is what we've been dealing with. The Knight of Wands in reverse. People who are very evil-minded, y'all. Look at that. Evil-minded, cruel, bigoted. Okay. Always hurried and careless and discord. Look, this is what you want to walk away from. This is what you're tired of. This, I feel, is what you are walking away from. And I feel like the divine is saying until you tap into your gifts that you have, you are always going to be subject to these kings of wands in the reverse. Excuse me, these knight of wands in the reverse. An evil-minded, cruel, bigoted type of person, someone who's hurried and rushed, careless and full of discord. That's what you're going to be subject to until you can get away from these toxicities. Because I ain't lying. I said, you know what, Divine? Now I see why you never allowed me to go to a Black Friday. First of all, when I found out the history behind it, because I always wondered why is it called Black Friday? I was like, what's up with Black Friday? I didn't understand it. What is a Black Friday about? This country is still keeping the mentality of slave owners. I'm serious. These businesses don't look at you as a contributor to society, a contributor to helping you know what I'm saying, the growth of the business. They look at you as a slave. These businesses and these corporations look at you as cattle. You're just another number. They will replace you with a heartbeat and then screw you after you done gave them all your life and your time. And then you get out here, the King of Pentacles. Yes. So, animalistic is just what I described. A material duel, very corrupt, stubborn, full of misery, controlling. Man, This is where we're at in society. And then it doesn't matter because if they don't and look, I gotta see how I'm even shuffling because I'm like, is everything in the reverse? They coming out and spirit says, look, when I do look, the cards that come out, the divine wants you to know that's the message. This country has lost all moral standards and values when it comes to the well-being of anyone for that matter. Walmart should never do a Black Friday sale. I remember after that incident had happened to me, I remember um I think it was a couple of years later, there was a stampede or some kind of crazy stuff that happened in a Walmart and people were trampled on and died. And I thought to myself, but they are continued to allow a Black Friday. King of Wands energy out here in the upright. Yeah, you're a visionary. Flip the roles as you see fit. But I feel like this King of Swords is also King of Wands energy. They're a visionary. You're a visionary. You see a better future. You may be right now alone seeing this better future, but you see a better future. Virgo energy. You may have Virgo in your placements, but see, you've accomplished a lot of things. You may even have an inheritance out here. Yes, I feel like you have inherited the responsibility to change this world, and now it's time for you to rest. I'm not lying. I feel like you have walked a path. And look, I know people are like 1973. Listen here. I grew up around my grandmother and her best friends. Those are my friends. Every play I went to, I was introduced to them by my grandmother's and her best friend. Every benefit fundraiser support of this and that and that and this was instilled by my grandmother and her best friends. Then my great aunts, who I had the ability to live and learn with, some of them were straight gangsters, and that's where I learned that side of the fence from. And I mean straight gangsters, like some bank robbers and some old shit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm a I'm a kid, like what? I'm looking on the TV like, huh? Ain't that yeah. My Aunt Lucille was a beast. My Aunt Lucille was a beast. Lucille Mingo. And all 27,000 of her brothers, they was all a beast. All of them. I did not know. My mama's side of the family, Lord, I did not know. There's things that when you're a child, you don't know anything. When you're a child, you don't know anything. You're just, this person's taking care of you. Why? Because my mom went to the pen for selling over $15,000 worth of heroin every week for years. My mom went to the feds not once, but twice. I was a child. I didn't know what was going on. I just know, okay, your mom's back in jail. We got to have you over here. What? Okay. When I say I've lived through some shit, I lived through some shit. And my divine guidance started when I was about 6 years old. I want to say 5 or 6 years old. That's the first time I heard that guiding voice. My brother's aunt turned this damn corner. I'm in the back seat, kids in the back seat on your knees, you're holding on to the headrest, you're looking out the back window. She turned the corner, the door flew open, and I got sucked out because I was probably 25 pounds. Wind sucked me out the car. It's a snowy day. So I land on the street on the snow. I got ready to sit up and I heard this voice say, lay flat, lay still. I said, okay. I lay flat and still, and here come the top of the car door right over the top of my face. I said, if I'd have set up, that car door would have probably killed me. So Yeah, I've been through a lot, more than you can imagine. And so many people are like, T, write the book, write the book. No, thank you. I'll tell it and you'll resonate or you won't. But I feel like you have been in this energy for so long. You've been in this Nine of Pentacles energy for so long. You've been in this World card energy for so long that now it is time for you to rest. 934 may be a significant number. Let's look it up. 934 may be a significant number. Let's see. 934. Ooh, and I'm never ready. Energy analyst. And I'm sorry, I cannot go away from tradition. I highlight every time I read an angel number, so I know I have visited it before. It says 934. How do you affect others? Hmm? It is time to gather up all of your self-awareness and reflect on how you affect others. Contemplate yourself in all contexts of your life, friendships, co-workers, family, and self, and review how your energy radiates out and in what manner. I'm telling you. The divine did not choose me for this for no reason at all. The divine chose me for this because I have lived most of what you're going through. I have a Soul Tribe family member that's like, how are you able to tap into my life and what's going on? I'm like, because I've lived it. I've lived it. Like people are like, how sometimes, there's an old soul, right? You've been here before. We've all been here before. It's just each time we come back, that's what a deja vu is. Sometimes your memory is still there on certain things, and then sometimes you don't walk through life with one deja vu because you've been wiped clean, but you are sent back time and time again so that you can make a change. For somebody, that message needed to be shared. Okay. So I feel like your soulmate and what you're waiting on is right there, but they are needing you to make a choice. Are you going to keep running back to these toxic energies and these toxic people, places, and things that have constantly tried to gaslight you and throw up a bunch of false starts for you to realize you are the Alpha and the Omega. You are the beginning and the end of this whole wicked system of things. And I feel like your soulmate is wanting you to know, look at all the bounty that's here. And I'm not talking about just in Pentacle. I'm talking about like in love. Love is the highest frequency. You and your soulmate come together with unconditional love. They ain't worth like a lot. I heard somebody right now, like you've been feeling insecure over your body shape, or you've been feeling insecure because you got a little more fat here than over there, or whatever. I don't think the soulmate even cares about that. I do not feel this soulmate cares about that. I feel like if you haven't been getting out because you thought you were going to be judged by the way you're shaped or whatever, and this is for somebody. This is a message for somebody. If you're feeling like you don't look like you did when you was 22, no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to, I don't think. But I feel it has a lot to do with your environment. I feel it has a lot to do with how you have been allowing yourself to either show yourself love, your self-care, your self-love or not. I feel like you need to really start getting back in tune with yourself, taking care of yourself, even if it's just a 30-minute walk a day, even if it's just going up and down the stairs to get to a bathroom all damn day, even if it's just to lay down on a yoga mat and do some basic stretching. I feel like a, a lot of my soul tribe family, you know, depending where you're at in your within your wisdom, and I call that the age, depending where you're at in within your wisdom. I feel like this society that we have lived in, it's got you guys so stuck on, I'm not shaped like Beyonce, and I don't know. You hear what Beyonce had to do to get back in her outfit? Shit, the hell I am. I'm eating cheese and everything. Gonna have me some Haagen-Dazs ice cream when I want it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the divine wants you to, set aside the shallow thoughts. I don't feel your divine masculine is shallow. Divine masculine, I don't feel your divine feminine is shallow. In the page of swords flipped over. I feel that they are very restless though. They're tired of waiting. Even though you've been patient, I feel that they're eager to finally meet you if they haven't already. And you may have crossed paths. This is a message to many of you. You may have crossed paths, but because you've been on the hamster wheel, you weren't able to feel that vibration. But you may have even crossed paths. And they may have known you were the one, but you were just all caught up in your head because you got people just playing in your energy and putting you on false runs, false starts, got you running I don't know where. Okay. Because see, when these people get to working and shit, man, they really try to turn your life upside down. So if you're being gang stalked, you can't find a job and stuff and all of that. It was the grace of God that this woman, I ain't lying, that this woman text me a link. And when I opened up that link, I said, what the hell? I didn't know even what the link was. And she was like, that's all the jobs you applied to. And I said, damn, out of all them jobs, I didn't get no job because I was blacklisted. Yeah, it's time for you to get back to what matters most, family. And that's your home and your stability and your resting. I feel like you put in a lot of work and this is resting again. It's like getting back to where you can rest mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and start building something financially for yourself and something that you love to do. And it is free. Like, it costs me nothing to give you these messages. All I got to do is pay my internet bill. And then you don't even need that when you have a cell phone. But I like to give everything I do, I like to do it well. I like to have my setup well. I like for you to be able to see the positivity. I want you to believe. I want you to always be grateful. I want you to stay inspired. I have things done the way I feel that it would be something that you would enjoy to see. I like to display my creations in my bracelets. Why? Because yes, I put those bracelets together by the crystal book for each one and what it would do. So, this to me is what I am supposed to be doing. And I feel like your soulmate wants you to know you don't have to have this external energy around you. Like with the moon, the 10 of Pentacles, that is your destiny. That is your legacy. You already are very financially prosperous internally. I feel like all of everything you need is within you. You just have to tap into it. For that mother, for the mothers that are stay-at-home moms, there's a skill set within you. Tap into it. If I'm not mistaken, Harry Potter came from a mama on welfare. So you know she was staying at home with her kids getting a welfare check. She tapped into her inner self and developed Harry Potter. And look what flips over. Yeah, you got to break away from self-doubt so that you can break into this Ace of Cups, this new love. See, there's you're self-doubting yourself. This is action. The Chariot's all about action, taking a direction, staying focused, becoming triumph over this type of energy, this self-doubt, because you have what it takes. You can bring in this Ace of Cups, newness and refreshing love, everything. For somebody out here that's going through a divorce, for somebody that's out here that's going through something, try something new in your relationship. Get out your head. If you found out that they're in an affair, get out your head because there's something new coming in for you. For somebody out here, give his ass that divorce because there's something new coming in here for you. Queen of Pentacles energy. I feel like I'm speaking to a mother. Yeah, very compassionate. Hmm. You're dependable. You're the star within your home. You know, someone may even be trying to talk down to you or make you feel bad. I'm picking that energy up, but you come out victorious because you're stronger than what they know. You may even be a high priestess. Like your knowledge, yeah, you may be feeling like they want to keep you out in the cold. Don't go for that. For any of my single moms that are, man, shit, I'm gonna tell you a story about that when it's time. And it ain't my story, but it's someone close. I grew up with her in this old boring ass church my grandma used to have us going to. I couldn't stand going to that church, but I was raised by elders. So that's what it was. So hopefully, you took something away from today's message. Okay. But I feel like a lot of you need to understand that, it is all within you. Whatever you need is within you. You just have got to tap into it. As the last card flips over, Page of Wands. Yeah, you have to be courageous and free spirited. A lot of people are afraid to make a move. They're afraid to live outside of the box within their head. So I'm going to leave it here for y'all because this is a long one. And hopefully, you take away something and this message resonates with you. And until next time, if you're new to the channel and you're coming over and you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe. And yes, I'm a different type of a reader because I will share my experiences with you because they may resonate. I know they resonate. So I'm going to tell you what Spirit wants you to know, and then I'm going to share with you my experiences. So hopefully you will appreciate that because that's me being vulnerable. All right. So I love you. The divine loves you. I pray every day that the divine keeps love, harmony, tranquility, peace, prosperity, and protection in our lives. If you have yet to subscribe, have not subscribed, if you haven't taken a look at the description box, donation link is right there. That's my whole name, $ TreivaJ. Okay. Um, yeah, it's time. It's time for me to just do this all day long because when I channel, man, I be channeling all day and I be at work like, ooh, there's a message. I need to write that down. But because I'm just staying on this hamster wheel and this hamster wheel is all just false fake beginnings, basically using my skill set to come in and correct they bullshit. And that's been on every job. So maybe y'all are finding yourselves in that same situation as well, right? Feel like you get on a job and you give them your all and they give you absolutely nothing but the check that you've worked really hard for and probably should have been doubled, quadrupled, tripled. Right. That part. So take what resonates. I love you. The divine loves you. Thank you so much to my A1s who are my day ones because you stood 10 toes down. You solid as titanium. I appreciate it. And to all the new family members, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are appreciated. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.